What is up, internet? I'd like to welcome you guys back to the channel for another video. You guys already know who it is. It is the biggest bird on the block, FC, aka Fried Chicken. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys my methods on how I collect the 5 and 7 comp boards in the contested zones. Now, the only reason why I'm even making this video in the first place is because of the changes that are going to be happening to Wikelo when 4.2.1 drops. Now, he's going to require the 5 and 7 comp boards for some of the items that he offers, which automatically makes these two comp boards very desirable by the general public. I will be putting Chris GBG's spreadsheet down below in the description just in case you want to check it out so you can see what is going to be changing here in the near future when 4.2.1 drops. But now, let's head into Ghost Arena so I can show you how I maneuver my way around this zone to get the comp board number 5 as fast as possible. So when entering Ghost Arena, the first thing you want to do is grab a fuse and then automatically make your way over to the crypt door, because that is the key that we need in order to get into the vault that holds number 5 comp board. So do what I do right here is hop over the fence, then make a quick dash under this platform, which will provide you really good cover from NPCs and players alike. Now, once you make your way through the door, you're going to run through this passage in order to retrieve the key card in order to get your way into the vault that contains comp board number 5. Once you locate the card printer, interact with it to claim your key card. Once you have your key card, it is now time to make your way back to the main arena so we can go gather the key card. Now, there are a few options that you can do if the door is closed. 1, you can wait for the doors themselves to actually open up, or 2, you can do what majority of the player base does, and that's just face to the door, or 3, you can do something that I recently discovered that actually happens on the regular, which is dragging a knocked out body to the door and having one of the Juggernaut NPCs walk up to the door and opening it themselves. Now, what happens here is the Juggernaut NPC checks on the body that's near the door to see if it's okay and starts walking into it, which triggers the door to actually open by itself. Now, I've said this many times over many of my videos, but always keep your head on a swivel, especially now since these cards are in high demand. You never know when a player is going to be lurking. After that, make your way to the crypt key vault and make your way inside there to claim your comp board. But again, make sure you keep your head on a swivel because players sometimes do just camp inside these vaults and will take you out as soon as they spot you. Now that you're in, you can claim the 5 card for yourself. Now you can do a couple things here. You can either sit here and camp it out and collect as many as you want, or you can server hop hoping that the printer hasn't been activated on the next server that you hop to. Make sure you stay on guard because players will be running in and out of here doing everything they possibly can to get their hands on that comp board card. And I know, everything I'm talking about is not new, mainly because the contestant zones have been out for about 8 months now, so the way how these zones work is pretty much general knowledge now, but I always feel like a refresher can be used, especially since there's a free fly going on right now and there are many new players entering the verse. Now let's move along to Obituary, where I will show you how to gather the 7 comp board card as fast as possible. Now, if you are someone who wishes to play by the rules and actually use a red supervisor card to get through the red door at Obituary, I do have a video linked down below in the description which will show you how to do just that. Now, Obituary is very straightforward, pretty much only has one main path that you have to follow in order to make your way to Hangar 30, which acts as the main loot room for this zone. Now, before you follow my path, make sure you dispatch any of the NPCs or players that may be lurking in the corners, because there's quite a few of them here that comes out of the spawn closets as you enter into this room. Now, after you made your way down the stairs, you can swing a left to gather a security card if the card is ready to print. Or if you're like me, you brought your own set of blue cards so you can streamline your way to the loot room as fast as possible. Now, on the other side of this corridor, you're going to want to be careful while entering this door. On occasion, I found myself pinched in an ambush with multiple NPCs on both sides of these tall tills waiting to blast me while I wasn't paying attention. Now, I want you to take warning before entering the last main area in this contested zone before reaching the loot room. So in this area, you're going to really want to be aware of your surroundings, mainly because large amounts of NPCs spawn in this room and they just happen to know exactly where you're at, like homing trackers. They will shoot you, they will gang up on you, and they will do their best to take you out. So make sure you are on guard as you're fighting these NPCs, because again, the amounts of them that spawn in, that can spawn right behind you, is ridiculous. Thank God I wasn't running a pistol today. So before you make your way into the main loot room, I do have a bit of a warning to share with everyone. Now, this goes in the terms of actually using the elevator. If you happen to hop into this elevator, make sure you are 100% aware of your surroundings. If you're going in with a group of friends or anything like that, please be careful when you guys run inside of here. Whatever you guys do not touch the walls of this elevator. I cannot tell you how many times that I got too close to the wall and I was ejected out into the deep void. Sometimes it even killed me on the spot. So when you're entering this elevator with anyone or just yourself, try your best not to push and shove and stand more towards the center of the elevator, or there's a huge chance that you may fall through the floor, fall through the walls, or anything like that and get shot into the void or possibly die immediately. But once you're inside the main loot room, make sure you keep your head on a swivel and look out for players and NPCs alike and dispatch them at your own convenience before making your way to the COM printer. Now, I happened to get lucky with this player mainly because he did 0 healing after his little fight with the NPCs. I was able to get the jump on him from behind without him noticing me and able to take him down without no issues. Now, after you collect your number 7 comp board card, it is now time for you to make a decision on what you want to do. You can either server hop and then run the whole entire zone again, or what you can do is just find a really good hiding spot, go into photo mode and keep a good eye out for people who may be lurking in the shadows or players who are entering into the main loot room. And boom, that is pretty much it. This video is geared not towards the veterans of the game because we already know what it is, but more towards the people who hasn't set foot into these zones and the newbies who are coming in from the Foundation Festival. Again, running these zones are not hard at all. They're very straightforward and very linear depending on what your main goal is. So please take that with a grain of salt depending on how you play. I personally, when it comes to Ghost Arena, what I do is I run in real quick, gather the key cards, and then I just server hop and I rinse and repeat since Ghost Arena is such a small zone. Now, when it comes to Obituary, what I would do is I will run the entire zone, collect my 7 cards, send it down the elevator, and then what I would do is I'll just find a good little hidey hole and wait for the timer to go down. Collect some NN13s and some more 7 comp board cards if I'm really on the grind. But again, approach both of these zones at your own pace. Don't really rush into them, and as always, keep your head on a swivel because you never know, just like me, who may be lurking in the shadows or waiting for the next target to walk right in front of them. But again, I'd like to remind everyone that I am hosting a giveaway for 5 Zeus Exploration Spacesuits, and the impound is also going to throw an extra 3 Zeus Exploration Spacesuits on top of mine, and a chance to win a GATTEC Sulin with an LTI game package as well. So make sure you guys rate, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to slap that like button because it really does help push me up in the algorithm. But yeah, I do appreciate everyone who's been clicking on those affiliated links and stuff, really boosting your boy. But you guys already know who it is. It is the biggest bird in the verse, FC, aka Fried Chicken. Big Bird out.